Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we've had some internet issues here, internet connectivity issues. So I hope that you're still able to get us loud and clear. I hope that the stream is coming through okay to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. And glad that we're here together. Another story, another day right here on Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in. And always a pleasure. Always happy to be here with you on Story Time. Over the Moon coming right up. This one is by James PROIMOS and illustrations by ZOEY ABBOTT. And of course, reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Welcome to Story Time, and I hope that you're ready for this sweet story coming your way today. I'm glad that you're here. Happy Friday. And I do hope that it is a happy Friday wherever you are and whatever you be up to. And of course, a long weekend ahead if you're out here in the US. Long weekend ahead, Labor Day weekend. Have to remind myself, Labor Day weekend coming right up. So Monday off, school is out. I hope you enjoy it. And of course, why not kick it off with Story Time today? Thank you so much for joining in Story Time, and glad that you're here. So this week has been wonderful. Lots of just great books coming back to Story Time. Ones that we've read here before. And I've enjoyed every single one. And I'm glad too to bring back this one today. It's just such a sweet book. One I'm proud to have in my library, of course, on my shelves. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. And as always, please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. And indeed, if anybody else is joining in with you. But thank you so much for always making time to be here with us on Story Time. We appreciate you. We do not take it for granted. Thank you so much for joining us. Over the Moon coming up very shortly. And then, of course, this one is written by James PROIMOS and illustrations by ZOEY ABBOTT. And of course, reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much. And let us see who is with us this morning, ready for a beautiful story. Thank you so much for joining us. Kathy in Ohio, thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Good morning to you. I hope that you are having a lovely, lovely start to your day out there. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, indeed. Hello from Ohio. Well, hello right back at you from right here in Oakland. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. Good morning to you, Ari, and of course, Megan. Thank you so much for joining us from a sunny and slightly chilly Kentucky. Oh, I bet that's some welcome weather right there. It's been so hot. It definitely here has cooled down here in Oakland as well. And I think it is projected to be like that for the next couple of days. So I will take it. I will enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy it too. Thank you so much for being here with us here today. Hugs to you. And I hope that you're ready for this beautiful book, Over the Moon. James PROIMOS, ZOEY ABBOTT, Chronicle Books of San Francisco, bringing us this amazing book. Let's get ready for this one. Go grab what you need and get ready. And I'll see you on the other side of this short message when we're back beautiful story for today. Thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. See you in a little bit.
Hi, friends. My name is Christy, and I am the author of A Heart in the Sand, also known as Un Corazón en la Arena. Now, this bilingual book is about tesoros, or treasures. And something that I treasure is my friendship with Mr. Lamada. So I have a challenge for you. Share this story time with someone who you treasure, and we can all spread the literary love.
Thank you indeed. Thank you. We can all share the literary love. Yes, indeed. I love it. Thank you so much, Christy. And of course, if you've not checked out Heart in the Sand, well, please do. Beautiful book indeed from Christy Deprin. Over the Moon is our book today. It is written by James PROIMOS, illustrations by ZOEY Abbott, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. Over the Moon. This is another one too, with beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I know. I know. I love it when books have these bonus illustrations and things in them that we can enjoy. But yeah, there you go. Over the Moon, giving us an extra beauty with that. And there we go. Beautiful one too for the end note, end papers. If you get it from the library, do check it out. This one kind of feels like looking at the ocean. Over the Moon, written by James PROIMOS, illustrations by ZOEY Abbott. Read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Well, before we get started, who just joined us? Well, it is great. It is a great one indeed. I think Sean Harris and Mark Barnett do an amazing job with this one. And if you follow them too on their Instagram, they do readings of the different chapters, and it's been fantastic. So yeah, please do check it out. I'm glad that you found it, and do check out their readings on their Facebook, either Sean Harris or Mark Barnett. Thank you for sharing. All right, Over the Moon by James PROIMOS, illustrated by ZOEY Abbott. Read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. When a baby floats down a river, she doesn't think about her place in the world. She just goes with the flow. Yes, when a baby floats down the river, she doesn't think about her place in the world. She just goes with the flow. When two wolves sit on the river's edge, the first wolf thinks about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong. The second wolf thinks about dinner. Which one would you be? The first wolf, deeply thinking about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong? Or would you be thinking about dinner? I probably would be thinking about dinner too. When two wolves spot a baby floating down the river, they agree it will be a good idea to scoop her up and take her home. So they do. When the two wolves get the baby home, they are both over the moon with joy. The first wolf says, "We will nourish her and teach her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong." The second wolf says, "I was planning on eating her." Oh my. Somebody's not happy. Oh, but the wolves do teach her well. But the wolves do teach her well. And the baby grows into a young girl. Yes, I thought we were going to eat her. But the wolves teach her well. And the baby grows into a young girl. When the first wolf says, "I love you, child," and the second wolf says, "I must admit, you make a better girl than you would have made a meal." Ah. The girl is happy. Ah. "I love you, child." And the second wolf says, "I must admit, you make a better girl than you would have made a meal." The girl is happy. Aw, feels good to be loved, doesn't it? The days pass and the girl grows stronger and wiser. The days pass and the girl grows stronger and wiser. The first wolf says, "Time moves too fast." The second wolf says, "I'm afraid she will leave us one day." That was the whole point of nourishing her and teaching her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong, says the first wolf. Deep conversation right there. That was the whole point of nourishing her and teaching her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong, says the wolf. One day, when the girl goes out to pick berries for dinner, she sees something she has never seen before. She runs home. She does not even know why. What did she see? That surprised face. What's happening? Yes. One day, when the girl goes out to pick berries for dinner, she sees something she has never seen before. She runs home. She does not know. She does not even know why. When the night falls, the girl can't stop thinking about what she saw. The world is upside down. She is not the girl she was before. What did she see? I say two beautiful illustrations. I love this book. The girl goes back to the spot again and again and again. What's happening? Who's there? The girl goes back to the spot again and again and again. Good morning, Marietta. Sunny in Cool, Massachusetts, watching the golden finches eating seeds off of our forced sunflowers. I love it. When the girl tells the wolves it is time for her to go, the first wolf says, "That is why we nourished you and taught you about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong." The second wolf tries hard not to, but sheds a tear. No. No. When the girl tells the wolves it is time for her to go, the first wolf says, "That is why we nourished you and taught you about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong." The second wolf tries hard not to, but sheds a tear. Oh. Suddenly, the ground feels like a river, and the current takes her to a building. Away she goes. Suddenly, the ground feels like a river, and the current takes her, and the current takes her to a building. And to an open door. What's there? Whoa. What is there indeed? Is she ready? Now the girl and the wolves will spend their days apart. Yes, the current leads her to a building and an open door. Now the girl and the wolves will spend their days apart. But when each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girl into their arms and take her home. Yes. Now the girl and the wolves will spend their days apart. But when each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girl into their arms and take her home. As they did from the river so very long ago. Yes, indeed. The wolves will be there to scoop her in their arms and take her home, as they did from the river so very long ago. And that is the end of our story. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Over the Moon, written by James PROIMOS, illustrations by ZOEY ABBOTT, and of course read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining us today. Anna Lima, good to see you here on Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you're well out there in Illinois, out there in Chicago. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. And see you after this short break. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I'll catch you on the other side.
Hi, friends. I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Story Time with Mr. LaMotta. Bye.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much, Marietta Apollonia. If you've not checked out Jack the Library Cat, well, please do find it at your local library. And of course, check out our conversation here on Story Time with Marietta. And love it. And I'm sure you enjoy it too. And always good to go back on some of the books too and just enjoy the magic that they bring. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. I am glad that you're here, and of course, glad to see some friends as well coming back to our Storytime Live. Good to see you. I'm glad. Sometimes that's the thing with the change of time, right? It kind of then falls into bits that people may be able to see us and say hello for sure. So thank you so much for joining in. Apologies to everybody who's inconvenienced by the time change, but also we appreciate that we're able to see many friends at this time. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And Alima, thank you for being here, sending you love, and hope everybody's okay too. The family's okay out in Puerto Rico as well. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Marietta, thank you for joining us. Sounds like a beautiful day out there in Massachusetts. Enjoy it. Sunny and cool Massachusetts. Enjoy it for sure. Like I was saying earlier, out here in Oakland, it has cooled down. For sure. I think one of the places was saying it had gone down about 24 degrees, or maybe it was a 14, either 14 or 24 degrees cooler. And I was just like, just listening to that and thinking, and where we are, it was at least 10 degrees cooler yesterday. So huge difference. And much welcome as well. I am over the moon about that. Thank you so much for joining in, friends. Absolutely appreciate you. Megan and Ari, thank you so much for joining in. I'm glad you got that book, and it is a beautiful one indeed. Mark Barnett, Sean Harris, enjoy it. And please, please do check out their Instagram as well. They do the readings for each chapter with sound effects and everything, and I think you will love it. You enjoy it. So check it out. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. And of course, Kathy Keith, thank you so much for joining us out in Ohio. I hope that you had a wonderful time today with us. I hope you enjoyed the story. Please keep sending in recommendations. Please keep checking in on loved ones. And yeah, I think our theme this week has just been, just love, family, check in on community, neighbors, everybody. Everybody once in a while needs that pat on the shoulder, that hand around, arm around the shoulder, and just a little hello to just knowing that somebody cares. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it. So cool to know. Thanks for the heads up on the Instagram. Please do. I cannot wait to see what you think about it. But I love it. And every time a new chapter comes up, I'm there listening to it. So yeah. So now I'm jealous because you have so many chapters to see, and they do an amazing job too, I must say. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time, everybody. This has been Story Time for this week. This has been Story Time on this wonderful Friday morning, and I hope that it is a wonderful Friday morning for you too. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, I hope that you have a wonderful Friday. You've had a wonderful Friday. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again on Monday with more Story Time. And this time, the stories that were supposed to come this week are definitely coming to you on Monday. Excited about that one. Thank you so much for being here. Hugs to each and every one of you. Yes, as always, my heart is full after being here with you all. I hope that you have a lovely weekend, lovely long weekend. I guess we're back on Tuesday then. Tuesday, because Monday is off. Yes, but we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. Much love and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Story Time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Story Time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing from my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh, story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to